Oh, good morning. Happy Monday morning. Hope all is well in the world of the living. Man, I almost didn't make it this morning. You know what I'm saying? I went out with my wife and my sister-in-law and her husband. We had us a nice time last night. What's going on, Queen? How you doing? But anyway, as y'all can see by today's topic, couples that come and goes usually have better lives. And I think when I wrote the title for this, I should have said common interests instead of common goals. Because when I think about me and my wife and where we are now in life, we didn't have a lot of common goals when we started dating. We had a lot of common interests. We didn't have that many common goals. We were just going, freestyling off top of our head, break up the makeup. We didn't have no plans. Shit, we didn't even have a plan to get married. It was just something that happened. So we didn't have a lot of common goals. So I should have wrote common interests. You know, because our common interest was family. She's the kind of person in her family that everybody looks to for help. And she don't never turn them down. She always there for them. The main reason we in the house we in now is because of when her grandmother and grandfather was up in age and sick. She moved this way just to be close to them because they raised her. But her sisters, her brothers, her aunties and uncles, cousins, her mother, she's always been able to be counted on by her family. Me, on the other hand, I was very protective of my family. You couldn't come toward my family. You couldn't touch my family. You couldn't do no harm to my family. I stopped communicating with family members because I felt like they were doing harm to the greater good of the family. I cut out aunties and cousins and uncles and grandfathers. I cut out people that didn't mean my family any good. So we had family in common. Fine dining. We both like to go out to eat. We both like to cook. You know what I'm saying? She was able to cook a few little meals when we first started talking. Now she can cook whatever the fuck she want to. When I met her, I could cook. She wanted to go out to eat. I wanted to go out to eat, but I had to put it in her head. It's like, sooner or later we're gonna have to cook it. We both broke, and there ain't no food in the refrigerator. What we gonna do? I had to teach her how to go grocery shopping. But we had common interest in food. We had common interest in sex. We both like sex. Whenever we had the opportunity to get it in, we got it in. Before work, after work. She would even did it one time doing work. I had snuck into a janitor closet during a afternoon rush and got it in while folks were coming in the bathroom. So yeah, them three things were our common interests: family, food, and fucking. We didn't have no plans. Our short-term plan was just trying to be boyfriend and girlfriend. We didn't have no plans on getting married. We didn't have no plans on being together 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Wasn't nothing that written down. Wasn't nothing that talked about. There was never goals that we consulted. We ain't never talk about shit like that. We just did shit. We just did shit. So I might have miswrote the title. The truth of the matter is, y'all have to excuse me, I'm still hungover from last night. The truth of the matter is, when you with somebody, you're not planning for your future when you with certain people. Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds good to be with somebody for the rest of your life. It sounds good, but the truth of the matter is, you're not planning that shit. You're not going to bed thinking about, oh, this the woman I'm gonna marry, this the man I'm gonna marry. That's fairy tale shit, to be honest. Nobody thinking about how many kids they gonna have and how big their house gonna be and all that type of shit. Ain't nobody thinking about that shit. Ain't nobody writing down their short-term goals and long-term goals in no relationship. That's bullshit. To sit here and hear a lot of people use that conversation about goals in a way for marriage, in a way for relationships to work. Like that shit don't happen. At a job, maybe. If you just dedicated to your job, you write down what you plan to do in 3 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years. That's different. In a relationship, shit changes day to day. You can't sit here and plan the next 3 months of your relationship and have it go exactly as planned. I guarantee you in them 90 days, something gonna change. They're gonna make you think about the relationship you in. Let alone a year, 3 years, shit changes. How can you plan? How can you plan for the rest of your life in a constantly changing environment? How can you? You can't. You can't predict the future. You can't predict actions of certain people. You can't predict it. So why sit here and make plans that you know there's a good chance it might not come true? You would want it to come true. But in order for some of your plan to come true, you got to be just as diligent as your partner. You got to be able to withstand the trappings of the world. You got to be able to understand the ups and downs of everyday living. And the way society is structured now, don't nobody want to be in struggle of. Don't nobody want to do more than the other person. Don't nobody want to sacrifice for the other person. Don't nobody want to sacrifice for the greater good of the relationship. Don't nobody want to do it. We live in a society now where men and women, male and females, boys and girls, whatever you want to say, are selfish. They not finna sacrifice for no chick. They not finna sacrifice for no dude. That's beneath them. It's all about I. It's all about me. Why should I struggle with somebody? Why should I downgrade my lifestyle for somebody? Why should I go through the ups and downs with somebody when I can just go somewhere else? I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to deal with it. You know how many times me and my wife broke up in our relationship? It wasn't because of money. It was most of the time it was my bullshit. Majority of the time it was my bullshit. She had something to do with it, you know. She'll say some little dumbass shit, and I look at her crazy, and I'm like, "That's what you stand on," and she like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, shit, I ain't gotta deal with that shit." You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta deal with that shit. And of course, with mine, she like, "Shit, nigga, you like other chicks and did that and third." And I ain't gotta deal with that shit. It was shit we ain't have to deal with. Both of us knew that shit. Both of us sat there and said, "Nigga, I'm gonna go get them motherfucking papers, sign them. I'm tired. I'm through. I'm done." Me and my wife done been through a whole lot of shit. But it's never because of money. Shit, we struggled. And sometimes I feel like when we was at our worst financially, when we was at our best as a couple, when we just had me and her to rely on, when we had to figure out shit for our kids, when my daughter had to stay with other people till we found a house suitable for her to be with us on a day-to-day basis. We was on food stamps, struggling. Motherfucker can't plan how their relationship gonna be as much as they try. Motherfucker can't predict the future. If you could predict the future, you know how many millionaires be walking around here. They could predict the lottery. If they knew which scratch off the pick, if they knew exactly when to roll the dice and what point to call. You think everybody be a millionaire that could predict the future? Everybody be a millionaire if they knew the outcome of sports games, racing events. Everybody be rich. Everybody had a pocket full of gold when nobody struggled. Everybody got it. Everybody be able to get it because everybody knew what was gonna happen. But what's the fun in everybody knowing what the fuck gonna happen? There's no fun in knowing exactly what's gonna happen with somebody. Ain't no fun in that. For me to sit here and know if I place this bet on this team and shit like that, I'm gonna win, that ain't no fun. There's no risk, nothing but reward. What's going on, Big O? There'll be no risk. It'll be just rewards. Everybody will win. Wouldn't be no losers. Every man can get the woman he wanted without a problem. Every woman can get the man they want without a problem. Where's the fun? Where's the risk? Where's the life? Where you living it? You're not. Everything is pre-planned. Everything is given to you. You're spoiled. No fight, no hustle, no work ethic, no nothing. You're spoiled. You're getting exactly what you want when you want it. There's no fun. It couldn't be fun. And I always say this shit when I talk to my wife. If everybody got what the fuck they wanted, would they still be happy? And the answer is no. You wouldn't be happy if you didn't struggle for certain things. You wouldn't be happy if you didn't climb to the top of the mountain to get certain things. You wouldn't be happy if you couldn't do it. Some of us need to struggle. Some of us need to face adversity. Some of us need to go through bullshit to get where we really need to get to in life. But we walk around like we're entitled to any and everything. I'm supposed to get it because I'm this. I'm supposed to get this because I'm that. Who told you this? Who told you this? You spoiled and entitled. Who told you you gonna get what the fuck you want to get because you a nigga? Who told you finna get what the fuck you want to get because you a woman? Who told y'all that? Who tells y'all this? And why would you listen? JD, what's going on? Why would y'all listen? JD, I just made you a moderator. But why would y'all listen to a motherfucker that constantly telling you can get whatever the fuck you want because you a man? No, you can't. Why would you listen to a motherfucker that constantly you can get whatever you want because you a woman? Who? Where? If that were the case, why we still on YouTube talking about what I can and cannot get? Why is men still fussing about getting a good woman? If they can get it, if they would just get a good woman because they a dude. Why are women still fussing about they can't get a good man? Why? Because they don't want to struggle. Anything worth fighting for is worth the fight. Anything that's worth a damn, you got to put a fight up for it. Anything. Tom Brady, possibly the best quarterback ever to play the game. Tom Brady, best quarterback ever, played 20 plus years, won 7 Super Bowls. Them 7 Super Bowls wasn't given to him. He fought. He struggled. He went through every obstacle to get the first one. He wasn't even the starting quarterback when he got the first Super Bowl. Drew Bledsoe was. He had to wait for Drew Bledsoe to get hurt to even get his opportunity to get under center. 6th round pick out of Michigan. 6. He had to wait his turn. He had to get them practice reps in. And when he got his opportunity, he shined and never looked back. That shit wasn't given to him. He earned them rings. He earned the clout he got. He earned the money he got. The recognition. That shit wasn't given to Tom Brady. Michael Jordan. He didn't just was giving them 6 rings. Michael Jordan was the most dominant player in the league for a long time before Phil Jackson and Scottie Pippen got there. And couldn't win shit. Dominance. 30 or better every season. Couldn't get out the first round of the playoffs. Dropped 63 on the Celtics. Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish. First round exit. It wasn't until he got Phil Jackson and Scottie Pippen on his team. And he still had to struggle then because he still had to face the Pistons, a team that I molded my whole philosophy off of. Them bad boy Pistons. That tough, don't take no shit from nobody. Yeah, I molded my whole mind frame off them Pistons. Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars, Dennis Rodman, Bill Laimbeer, John Sadler. I used to love to see the Pistons knock Jordan ass out the earth. But he kept fighting. He got stronger. And eventually he got past them folks and it was over with. He had to do what he had to do to get them rings. They wouldn't give it to him. It's Vin in the microwave, of course. But what I'm saying is Jordan wasn't giving them 6 rings. Jordan fought for them 6 rings. Jordan fought for everything. He was polarized. He was giving shit because of his ability to fly through the air, his scoring prowess. If it wasn't for him going to Nike over Adidas or Converse, I think it's Converse, shit, Nike wouldn't be making as much money they do now off them shoes. The ones, the first time he put them motherfuckers on, they sold out. The ones, the 2s, the 3s. Me personally, I stop at 14s. Anything after 14 is some trash. But I'm just saying. Michael Jordan was giving little extra shit because of his smile, his ability to fly through the air. But them rings, he earned them. He earned them. The list goes on and on and on and on, from football players, basketball players, baseball players, hockey players, lawyers, doctors, judges, politicians, CEOs of Fortune 500s. These individuals wasn't given the lifestyle they got. They earned it through hard work and dedication, through late nights and early mornings, sacrifices, personal sacrifices, family sacrifices. We can't go on this vacation because I'm still trying to build this business up. And that's all I hear. Nobody want to sacrifice. Nobody want to struggle. Everybody supposed to get what they want without a problem. Never heard of that. I never heard of individuals getting exactly what the fuck they want without putting in the work to get it. Never heard of it. Don't believe in that shit. But because you got a dick and balls, you supposed to get any woman that come across your path and do what with them? Make a Susie homemaker. The majority of the men in America broke, according to stats. So how you gonna get the best of the best female and can't take care of? How you gonna get the best of the women and you can't take care of them? You broke. Exactly. Worse than a gun with no ammunition. How you gonna do that? You want her, but you can't afford her. That's like buying a big ass house that you can't keep up. Getting the brand new foreign car that you can't even keep the maintenance on. It don't make sense, but you want it. And you feel like you supposed to have her because you are a man. Sound good. Sound real good, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? When she want a special purse for her birthday and you can't afford it. She want to go on a trip, you can't afford it. She want to get her hair done, you can't afford it. We gonna call her ungrateful? You gonna call her ungrateful? Says she supposed to bow down in your presence because you pay the bills? That's good. You pay the bills. Congratulations. You are most men that got wives. You pay bills. Congratulations. You're nothing special. If you pay bills in your house, you're not special. That's like when y'all hear women talk about the things they do, y'all say, well, that's just being an adult. You're not special. Nigga, you pay bills. You're not special. How else you supposed to survive? You go to work, you pay your bills, you pay your light bill to keep the lights on. You buy groceries. Now your entertainment, that's all on you. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna at least pay the light bill. You gotta pay a Wi-Fi bill. You gotta buy groceries. You gotta pay rent. You gotta get back and forth to work. And you need a phone. You're gonna pay them bills. With or without a woman, you're gonna pay them bills. So throwing that shit over a woman's head don't mean shit to her. She doing the same motherfucking thing. But you'll downgrade her for saying she just being an adult. But you won't praise for being an adult. Women, you the same. You want to talk about how hard it is to be a homemaker, how hard it is to raise kids, how hard it is to do that and the third. Niggas come in and do the same shit. And we be like, it ain't that hard. And I heard plenty of women say it's hard, it ain't that hard. You want praise for being a woman and your shit. Niggas like, it ain't that bad. I can do that shit. We complaining, we won't struggle, we won't sacrifice, we doing too much. For what? On the hopes that we're gonna be together 3 months. On the hopes we're gonna be together 3 years. Like shit changes. People attitudes change, people jobs change, people behavior change, people change in general, and you can't predict it. You can't lock it down and expect for this woman or this man to be the same 10 years down the line. It's not gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I remember when I first started coaching. My son was in 2nd grade. We had just moved over to this house, and one of my wife's neighborhood friends, he was the coach at the community center, head coach. And he came over here, knocked on the door, and I went to the door, and I didn't know who the fuck he was. He was finna catch one. Then he had to break it down to me who he was and everything, how he knew my wife and all that type of shit, because he was finna get one. And he told me he was the head coach of the community center basketball team. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll bring my son over there. So as soon as I bring my son over there, I was trying to see how my son was gonna operate around other boys playing basketball because he was always playing by himself. And he caught on quick to the whole concept of team. He caught on quick. And by me being one of the few parents that would come to every practice and every game, he asked me to be his assistant coach. And I took that and ran with that. I'm like, shit, I got you. I ain't doing shit no way. And every day I go to work and go on these websites trying to find different shit. Because I played basketball, but I was never the superstar. I was, like I said, I was a bad boy. I was an enforcer. Defense, rebound, and that was my game. I had 5 fouls. I'm going to use them bitches. That was my game. But I love basketball. Even though I couldn't score 10 points a game, I love basketball. Been playing basketball games ever since Double Dribble. Been watching basketball ever since the 80s. I love basketball. So when the coach asked me to be an assistant coach, I took that with pride. I said, yeah, I got you. Going to work, looking on websites, trying to find different drills, different plays just to bring back to the team. Because I'm looking at the personnel and look who, because my son always been a combo guard. He could, depending on what team he'll play small for, but he always been a shooter. And I'm looking at the team we got and who can do what. And this is a second grade team. I'm already putting pieces together and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. And it got to the point where the coach was like, you had to slow down, man, because they ain't even mastered the first couple of plays you put on them. And you constantly bringing more and more plays. And I had to slow down and I had to peep game. I said, yeah, you're right. But then by the end of his 3rd grade year, the summer between 3rd and 4th grade, my son, we was in the gym during the summertime, just me and him. You know, they doing their little summer camps and shit like that. So whenever we had time to go to the gym in between summer camps, I would take him up there and I would like have his little shooting drills and everything. He was letting it go. Corner threes. 3rd grade. A 3rd grader can shoot corner threes, wing threes at, what was it, 8, 9 years old, I think. Going into 4th grade. And the head of the community center at the time, she saw him shooting. And she asked me, how long he been shooting on 10-foot goals? All his life. Ever since he touched the basketball. I said, he ain't never shot on no small goals. Outside the one when he was a little baby. The little Fisher-Price jump that we had in the house that he could just dunk on. I'm like, as far as him shooting in real life, he been shooting on 10-foot goals ever since he touched a real basketball. She like, he want to play AAU? I'm like, he might. Asked him, he said, yeah. And from then forward, it was like me and him together learning shit. So by the time his 5th grade season came and went, we had it out with the organization because I had said something about one of the players, and it wasn't nothing derogatory. It wasn't nothing negative. It's just that I told his mama, well, I told the player, the way he was playing at one point in time, I said, I put you on the bench. But not to put you on the bench because you were sorry. I put you on the bench and let you be our number 1 option off the bench. I said, you because anybody else that come off the bench with you, I said, they're not going to be able to score like you can score. I said, you starting right now. I said, you got the offense dragging because you don't know, you ain't decisive enough. You want the ball in your hand, but you don't know whether you want to score, you want to pass, or whatever the case may be. So I said, solve all that. Just come off the bench, be the number 1 scoring option off the bench. And the player took it all right, but his mama was mad. His mama was mad, and we got into it. Me and my son left, and I ended up being the head coach of my own team. You be amazed at how hard it is to coach egos if you never coached egos before. And this is our middle school, high school boys I started coaching. And just hang with me, I'm getting to my point. Buying into a system is hard when folks are all thinking about themselves. Buying into a system is hard when individuals thinking about self. It's hard. And here I am dealing with 5th graders, 6th graders, 7th graders, 8th graders, high schoolers. And I got a system that I said, look, my system on offense, everybody gonna score. Everybody gonna get the ball. Everybody gonna be able to do something with the ball. On defense, we're gonna run a man defense. We're gonna run a 2-3 zone. And it's hard on the defensive end. That was the easy part. But the offensive end, everybody wanted to shine. Everybody wanted to do this. Everybody wanted to do that. It was so much frustration and confusion that they were challenging me. They said I didn't know what I was talking about. They said I didn't know what I was doing. So one practice, my star player, he feeling some type of way. He felt like he know more than me. I said, all right, bro, I tell you what. You pick you and your starting five against the other five. And y'all play how y'all want to play. And if you and your team win, I'll shut the fuck up. I'll let you run the show. I'll just be here. Just take you out of games. I'll just be here on the bench and you can run the team how you want to run the team. I said, but if y'all lose, you gotta shut the fuck up and let me do my job. And just like a young nigga, I bet, coach, got you. I got you. Okay, go ahead. We playing a full game. I put it on 12-minute quarter. I said, we're gonna play NBA rules. 4 quarters, 12 minutes apiece. By the time that game ended, my star player looked at me. He had to come over to the side and tell me, coach, you told me it was hard. You told me if I wanted to do certain things a certain way, it wasn't going to work. I believe you. And I looked at him and said, why you just didn't believe me in the beginning? Why would you have to go through all this when I already told you what was going to happen? Ego. See, it sounds good to have a plan. It sounds good to have a system that's going to work for everybody. It sounds good. But are the players going to buy in? It sounds good as a man to say, I need a woman that's on my program that can play in my system, that's going to be my franchise player to play in my system. It sounds good. But can you get her to buy into your system? Can you get in her buying into your system? Can you put things in place for this woman to be successful as a woman? Because if we pay attention, like I said, I love basketball. Every year in the NBA draft, you got players that fit the prototype of what these franchises want. Whether it's the point guard or center, what the game is like, we ain't got no true centers no more. Everybody want to shoot threes. The evolution of the game. Everybody want to shoot 3-pointers. So you got players that come out of college, the G League, overseas. They fit these molds that these franchises want. What'd you say, baby? I'm trying to read this. Most of them don't have a play or plan. They tried the day by day out. Well, you know, baby, you know, baby, you know how that shit work. You know, me and you talk about this shit all the time, baby. You know what I'm saying? You already know how I feel about this shit. But like I said, most motherfuckers want to get a certain type of player that fit a certain type of mold. Who were the biggest name they were talking about this year? Victor Wembanyama. 7'3", got handles, can shoot. Oh, he got a higher ceiling than LeBron James. I like, oh, now y'all stupid now. Y'all talking too much. Y'all crazy. Y'all retarded. Yeah, I mean, y'all, it's something wrong with y'all. He ain't even the front runner for Rookie of the Year right now. Chet Holmgren is. Chet Holmgren a better player than Wembanyama. But let everybody tell it, oh, Wembanyama the next best thing and this. No, you're not. I seen that before. Kristaps Porzingis. I seen it before. And if you watch basketball, you know Kristaps Porzingis is. He played for the Celtics now. I seen it before. Not a big surprise. I seen that before. But he's the best thing coming out the draft. Everybody gotta have him. So everybody coming and they want to go get try to find the next LeBron, the next Iverson, the next Kobe, the next Jordan, the next Shaq, and they see somebody that might fit the criteria, they go get them. So that's how these niggas is right now. They see a woman that they see a woman that fits the criteria of what they think a wife should be. She fits the criteria just off the physical. We ain't even talking about the intangible. We talking about the face, the skin, the body, the hair. That's what y'all judging her off of. Just like when we go to them combines and watch them summer leagues, you judging off of the physical attributes. The physical attributes. Hoping that all that physical attributes that this woman got will turn into the next Kobe Bryant. Turn into the next LeBron James. The next Tim Duncan. You feel what I'm saying? And then when the shit don't pan out, then you mad. You spent all this time, all this money investing into this woman that can't boil water. Can't turn on a vacuum cleaner. You done invested all your time and energy into a woman that can't do shit but look pretty. Talking about you want a wifey material. You just got a body. You just got a body. You ain't get the next best thing. You just got a average chick, below average chick that just look good. A bust written all over her. But let the other nigga tell you got you a winner. Empty shell, JD. Let these other niggas tell you got you a champion. You got you a winner because of how she look. When the truth of the matter is she can't boil water. Don't want to have kids. Don't want to clean up the house. You feel what I'm saying? Want to be like James Harden. Want to party, want to be out all night, want to do this, that, and the third, and come to practice out of shape. Don't want to come to practice. Don't want to do nothing, but she want them contracts. She want the money. Even though she a piece of shit. You still, Ben Simmons, you still gonna pay him because he's 16 and can guard all 5 positions, but he a piece of shit. That is what you signing up for. That is what you hitching your legacy to, is a piece of shit. A Michael Olowokandi, a Kwame Brown, a Jamarcus Russell. I got bust after bust after bust that motherfuckers that hooked their franchises up to that didn't do shit. But you got this keen eye to pick talent. You know what you need to get. And be failing every time. That's why I always tell me and my wife be talking about that when we watch ESPN, when we watch football and basketball. I said, baby, I could do that shit. I could predict the future if that's the case. If we're going off what these niggas be talking about, if we going off what a Stephen A. Smith talking about, or a Shannon Sharpe, or a Skip Bayless, and they can predict this, that, and the thing, I could do that. I could do that. I can sit here and tell you this motherfucker gonna be the next best thing in 10 years, and I know I might be wrong. JD, you funny. But I'm just being honest. You got a whole bunch of niggas that can spot out the good women from the bad women. And 9 times out of 10 be hooking their legacy up to a piece of shit ass woman. All because she look good. All because she look good. But I knew Giannis Antetokounmpo, Greek freak, he wasn't a number 1 pick. He got picked late in the first round. Paul George, later in the first round. Nikola Jokic just won a championship and he was a 2nd round pick. Manu Ginobili could have started for any other team, came off the bench for the San Antonio Spurs. Hall of Fame with rings. Draymond Green, when he act right, when he instead of trying to whoop everybody, 4-time champion, 2nd round pick. Your perfect woman is not the one that everybody say is the one. Especially if you're not a dude that's built to take care of that number 1 pick. If you're not a dude that's built to take care of a female that put you in the mind of Allen Iverson off the court, because when he on the court, he one of the toughest little smile son of a bitches I ever seen in my life. But he was a street dude. He transformed the culture. They didn't like this shit. They didn't like what Iverson was doing for the league outside of playing basketball because he was a tough son of a bitch. He was box office. They ain't need the braids. They ain't need the hip hop. They ain't want people wearing the baggy jeans and the tennis shoes when they getting out the bus. No, they want you to wear suits and ties. So even though he was profitable on the court, they didn't want their image off the court. And you got some guys right now that will pick up Allen Iverson because of what she can do. But you also got to deal with the naysayers and the critics talking about, well, she ain't all that. She a little ratchet. She a little hood chick. But she know how to make biscuits from scratch. She know how to keep my house clean. And chances are you want her. You ain't gonna tell me you want her. You ain't gonna tell me you want her, but you want her. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of you guys don't know a good one when y'all see a good woman because y'all so fixated on having the woman that everybody tell you that's a good woman. That everybody tell you is the number 1 pick, the can't miss. I done heard that shit for years, at least 30. Watching football, watching basketball, even baseball. I done heard that for years. Oh, this is a can't miss prospect. Oh, you gotta get that player. You gotta draft her. You gotta and be a bust. And be a bust. And even if that girl, that woman ain't a bust, even if they are a superstar, all-star potential, is you built to take care of your franchise player? Are you built to take care of an all-star chick? Are you built to take care of a superstar chick? Are you built to take care of an all-NBA chick? First team, second team, third team. Are you built for that? Is you built to take care of that woman, to give her everything she need to help you get the ring, the trophy? Are you capable of doing it? I feel you on that one, JD. I feel you on that one. But that's what I'm saying. It's like Can you even take care of this chick if she turns out to be the can't miss, the all NBA team, the all NFL pro team? Can you take care of that female? Can you put the money into this female that she need because she your champ? Can you put the pieces around her to be successful? Can you show her the stability to build for the next 10, 15, 20 years? Can you? Or when she becomes a superstar and you looking at yourself, I'm like, I'm a small time nigga. I can't take care of this big time girl. Even though I want her to stay, I know I can't keep her because I ain't able to. Are you man enough to let that woman walk out that door? Are you man enough to look yourself in the mirror and say, she out my league? And if I don't let her go now, she might leave me. Because we seen it all the time. We done seen players sign big deals. And then the next year they ready to go. We done seen players sign these massive contracts. And within the next year, they don't want to play for their team no more. For whatever reason. For whatever reason. If the player won't out, they disgruntled. They ungrateful. They selfish. But if ownership get rid of the player, guess what? They doing what's best for the team. Joe Smith. JD, so you my guy. But that's the truth, bro. That's the truth. If you get rid of her, you just doing what's best for business. You just doing what's best for business if you get rid of her. You look like a smart. But the thing about that, if you doing what you got to do and what's best for business, I done seen this so many times. You can't replace her. If she says she want to leave, you can't replace her. You have to go through that whole process all over again. You have to go through the whole process all over again of trying to find another potential mate that's just as good or better than the one you just lost because you couldn't take care of her. You couldn't finance a lifestyle. You didn't have no stability. You didn't even want to get married. You had to go through that process all over again because she left and found an individual that's determined to get a ring. She left because she found an individual that was determined to give her what she wants for a lifestyle. She left to find an individual that had the stability, the stability to take care of her. She left because you couldn't take care of the business. And here you is at the top of the draft trying to find a replacement. But you want me and guys like me to trust y'all decision making. Within reason, I could trust you if you my supervisor, if you my boss, I can trust you. But when it comes down to women, you want me to trust your decision making? When I know how you operate, when I know how you move, and you think you finna come out on top? And you've been married 4 times? Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense for a nigga like me that only been married once and been married for a long motherfucking time. Yeah, you been married 3, 4 times. I've been married once, and you want that to make better sense. Cause you done been married 4 times. You know what the fuck you talking about, bro. Why you been married 4 times? I've been married once. I'm still attached to my superstar. I'm still attached to my superstar. You had 3, 4 of them. You want me to take advice from you? Whatever me and mine going through, we probably can get over it. We've been together this motherfucker long. We probably can get over it. You on the verge of losing the one you got and getting another one. That too. Most of them don't have a woman they goddamn self, baby. You right. So again, you want me to take advice from niggas that ain't living the life that they say they living? I can't do it. It's entertaining. But like I always tell my wife, me and niggas ain't got nothing to talk about because I know they lying. They want to talk about the money they done had. All right, why you ain't got it now? They want to talk about the women they done smashed. Okay. Why you have so bad luck with women? They want to talk about sports. Half of y'all don't even know 5 niggas on your favorite team. Why do I want to listen to y'all niggas? Y'all don't do nothing but lie. Try to make yourself bigger than what you is. For who? For a nigga like me that know what the fuck I be doing? Like I said, I've been with mine damn near 20-some years. It ain't perfect, but we done won plenty of shit together. We done struggled. But me and mine done accomplished a lot of shit together. So why would I take advice from a nigga that ain't accomplished shit with women? When I do my thing with my wife, I've been doing it for a very long time. Entertaining, but I don't believe you niggas. Entertaining, but I don't be believing y'all niggas. It's a certain content creator right now I saw this weekend talking real slick to a lady. And he got all the advice in the world for motherfucking niggas. And every time I see him talking, me and my wife, I tell my wife, man, I tell you all the time, these niggas be up here talking about their marriages and shit like that. They love women, they love hoes. I see them when I see their eyes light up when female get them compliments and shit like that. JD, you know who I'm talking about. They eyes light up when female get to talk to them in certain type of ways. They eyes light up. They hold demeanor change when somebody tell them they had a dream about them. They hold demeanor change. They start thinking they real smooth and all that type of shit. Like, nigga, stop. Stop. What are you doing it for clout or you unhappy in your marriage? Just stop, bro. You making yourself look bad because you can't do that type of shit for the whole world to see it and tell me how successful your marriage is. You can't put that shit on Front Street and tell me that you're successfully married. I said what I said about me and my relationship. And the only reason I say what I say about the shit me and my wife been through because I had to get my wife on board for me to be authentic with my audience. If my wife didn't co-sign me saying some shit outside, you wouldn't hear it come out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say the shit I say. Because my wife been through that shit. And I ain't want to be saying shit to embarrass my wife. But I had to be authentic. And the only way I could be authentic is I like, look, this is what I really want to do. I gotta be truthful. She co-signed it. She co-signed it. We both know what the fuck done happened in 20 years. We both know what happened. We done got over it. We don't go through that shit no more. But in order for me to reach out, I had to be real. And she knew that. I can't be sitting up here talking about relationships and love and marriage and shit like that and make it seem like everything in my life been hunky-dory, peaches and cream. I had to get y'all the real. Had to get y'all the real. So that's why I can sit here and say, yeah, as a franchise, me picking the woman, I picked the winner. I picked the winner. And it been hell and heaven along the motherfucking way. But we still winning. We still winning. Now on the other side, with the women, you have to be honest not only with yourself, but with the man you dealing with. Are you just dealing with this man because he got money? He can buy you a few things. He can take you around the world. And you willing to sign on with this man just for that? If you are you woman enough? Can you tell the truth and tell that man, I'm only with you because you got some money? If you ain't got no money, I'm not dealing with you. A lot of you women can't tell that man you messing with the truth. Because you feel like if you tell him the truth, he ain't gonna fool with you. Exactly. Not the first option. If it's a woman that knows she this, that, and the third, she got options. They're just like a superstar, and a superstar player hits the market. You don't think it's gonna be a bunch of individuals trying to go get that superstar? When a superstar hits the market, it's gonna be individuals that's lined up to give that superstar what they want to come play for their team. And you see players after players sign up with teams because they got the money to pay them. They don't care about getting no ring. They don't care about the stability of the roster. They don't care about the organization. They care about their check. So as a woman, if that's your main goal is to get that bag off a nigga, can you be honest with that man and tell him that you just want the bag? That you only with him for that bag. You're not with him because you want to get married. You're not with him because you don't want to, because you want to have kids. You're not with him because you want to grow old. You with him because he can buy you designer brands. He can take you on vacations, travel around the world, all that good shit. That's what you really care about. Can you tell that dude that you dealing with that's all you care about? Chances are you're not going to be honest with him because you don't want to lose that money. But if you were real with him and put it out there, then he had a choice to whether to deal with you or not. Because he know what he's signing up for. Because there's some women that want the ring, they want the money, they want the stability. They get wifed all the time. They get wifed all the time. They probably won't even bust your pockets. If you about their life, if you about trying to build and try to do something right, they ain't even gonna bust your pockets. They ain't even running your pockets. They ain't even putting your name out there and talking bad about you. Cause you focused on getting that ring, you focused on getting that trophy. They ain't gonna. How many times did Tim Duncan talk bad about the Spurs? How many times did Tim Duncan talk bad about the Spurs? He had no reason to. He was taking discounts just to keep the Spurs in winning mode. Now, Kobe, he said plenty of shit about the Lakers when they wasn't winning. He was ready to go. He was ready to go. He was willing to take a trade to whoever. And see, them type of players, them type of women that say, I'm ready to go unless you do this, that, and the third. Oh, you gonna fold for them. You gonna fold for them. Like the organization folded for Tim Duncan. The Mavericks folded for Dirk Nowitzki. But not like that. Not like you gotta do X, Y, Z for me to stay. They were loyal to the organization. Kobe, he passed away a Laker his whole life. But it was one point in time with Kobe, like, I don't even want to be here. I don't want to be here. Even the great Michael Jordan had thoughts about going to the Knicks. Even the great Michael Jordan had thoughts of going to the Knicks. Y'all crucified LeBron James from jumping from Cleveland to Miami, back to Cleveland, now to the Lakers. Y'all crucified him. But the great Michael Jordan had thoughts of playing in Madison Square Garden on a permanent basis. Not just when the Bulls rolled up to play the Knicks. He really thought about playing with Patrick Ewing. And guess what them organizations did? They folded. I'd rather give Michael Jordan whatever he wanted than to see him play for the Knicks. I'd rather give Kobe Bryant whatever the fuck he wants instead of him playing for the Clippers. After he done put your name out there, after he done talk bad about you and all that right there, you still folded. And y'all want to sit here and tell me that y'all some stand-up guys when I know it's women like that make y'all niggas fold because you rather do exactly what they tell you to do instead of letting their ass walk? Ain't no Tim Duncans. Ain't no Dirk Nowitzkis that's gonna stay loyal to these men now. That want it all. Yeah, I know you can pay me. I know you're gonna give me the ring, and I know you're gonna be stable. That's why I take a discount. That's why I take less minutes. Because I believe in the greater of the good. I believe in the sacrifice. James Harden don't believe in sacrificing. James Harden don't believe in sacrificing. Kyrie Irving don't believe in sacrificing. Zion Williamson don't believe in sacrificing. Some of these young and up and coming players, they don't believe in the sacrifice. And that's how some of these women is. And they won't be honest with you. And I don't blame them. Because some of these niggas ain't built to take care of them. Some of these niggas ain't built for the long run. Some of these motherfuckers built like the Detroit Pistons. Amassing young talent and go on a 20-something game losing streak. Young guys that can play and can't win and on a 20-something game losing streak. So again, when it comes down to these couple goals, team goals, whatever the case may be, if you ain't got this shit, just admit it. If you ain't got no long-term plan, no short-term plan, if you really don't know what you finna do with the people you got around you, just admit it. We winging it. That's cool. You have some people that stand by and grow with you or leave you alone just because you ain't doing it right. But just because you feel like you this stand-up guy and you able to do this, that, and the third, or you this superstar chick that can get any man she want, doesn't mean it's gonna work. Because things change, people change, outcomes change. With that, I'm out of here. I'll holler at y'all.